Notification volume 0%.
Good afternoon, and welcome to Blindformers. I'm your host, Blind Prime, and for today we're going to be transforming Optimus Prime, Victory Leo, from his robot mode into his lion mode and the freighter mode. Both modes can happen pretty quick because this transformation isn't very good. All right, I have for size comparison a Transformers Siege Optimus Prime mold. I'm not sure if this is actually Optimus Prime or Nemesis, but I'm pretty sure it's Optimus. Let's stand Leo up full, and Optimus is standing full. And in front, we've got Leo's head is taller than Optimus's head. And on the side, Leo's shoulders are about on the same plane as Optimus's shoulders. Really? Really, Optimus? Wow. Yeah, look at that. About on the same plane. Yeah, I get why people keep saying, the Leo Prime's kind of a Voyager, and I get that impression too. And today we're going to talk about the transformation, and it's sad fact that it's not very good. And it is a shame, and it is sad. I absolutely love good transformations and transformers, and I will, point out whenever I think something's done really, something really fun or something really amazing. This transformation's kind of boring, but we'll talk more about the review of the transformation after we're done with the explanation of the transformation. That's a fun sentence to say. Explanation of transformation. And please, if you wouldn't mind, can you help me give a nice little Christmas present to myself this year by getting up to 500 subscribers? I'm only 7 away, and if you can share it with a few people and get me to 500 by Christmas, that would be truly awesome. Thank you so much. Now let's get into how to transform this guy. I had his little bits up because I was playing with him earlier. So his robot mode pretty self-explanatory. It comes in the box in robot mode. And to start the transformation off, first what you want to do is just go ahead and you can decide to close this little gate thing on his back or leave it open. I just close it right now. Why not? For cat mode, I close it. Though it may need to get pulled out later, so we just keep it closed. Now, you want to go ahead and pull these little tabs, the 5mm port tab things, that are actually going to be like the shoulder clips during Victory Saber mode that are on the back of Victory Leo. You want to make sure they're folded out all the way and not connected to the wings at all. Then go ahead and put both of the wings in their most vertical of positions so that we can play with the rest of the figure without the wings getting too involved. Now, come over here to the head. You're going to go ahead and move the head up, and then you fold it on its little, it's got a little hinge underneath it, little bar hinge. You're going to fold that. And then you're going to take this, the crest for the helmet, and you're just going to unfold it slightly. So we're just moving that stuff around. Unfold that slightly. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and pull out both sides of its mane and set it down in there. It's about in the same exact spot it was before. Oh man, those manes suck. God, now I gotta get that mane back out. Okay, cool. Don't touch any of the manes whenever you get them out because they pop back in pretty easy. And now the legs for Tiger mode are pretty simple. The front legs, the arms. Just go ahead and fold the fist into the forearm and rotate out the leg for Lion mode. And this is pretty easy. You just fold the arm at the elbow, and then you feel down this back of the arm. You can feel that little tab area. That's the toes of the lion foot. You just grab that, and you pull it, rotate it all the way around, being careful not to break anything by, ensuring that you're also pushing. In addition to pushing at the lion foot, you also push at the fist when it starts going, pushing the fist into that forearm area. And sadly, it's just going to be an empty fist area. Why aren't there doors here? Why aren't there doors there? There could be. That's the issue. Like, there's enough space. There could be doors, but there's not. And so we've got to deal with fist texture mixed in there. It's just, tain't right, as they would say in Goblin Hunters. All right, now we're going to come back here to the back of the legs and feel down the back of the thigh, just below the knee, and where that lower leg armor starts really getting bulky. Go ahead and pull back, and that's a door. And we're going to do the same on either side. Interestingly enough, the door on my right foot for Leo is very loose, or looser than the door on the left foot, which is very tight. But the left knee is loose and the right knee is tight. I just find that interesting. It's a weird duality going on there. But go ahead and fold that leg, the thigh, down into the cavity shown when you undid the door. Like, you see, there's doors here. Now, close the door, but not all the way, because you gotta do a little bit of maneuvering, and just, you gotta slightly pull the leg out in order to get the correct feature in. This thing doesn't like to actually get in this underside area correctly on the first try. That one did it on the first try, which is cool. I didn't know that could happen. Now go ahead and fold the toes for the foot mode, for the feet, back up into the leg armor, and go ahead and clasp both of these together. They clasp pretty well. That's good. That's good. Did I have anything wrong going on here? Because it feels like there's too much tension. Like one of these legs isn't doing its thing right. Let's see what's going on with this leg. Leg, what are you doing? All right, so that clicks into place, and then that folds down, and then that clicks into place, and that folds down. Right? Yeah. Yeah, we're good. We're good. We're golden. Excellent. Now what we want to do with these legs is on the side, you've got the folded up lion foot. It's all folded onto itself. You want to find where the foot pad is. There's a little 5mm peg in the bottom of it. You want to find that foot pad, and you want to figure out which way it rotates out on. Okay, so both of these will rotate towards the front paws, and now we're just going to rotate the entire assembly that they're a part of. You're just going to rotate it the opposite direction that those paws release on. Okay, and then you're going to go halfway, and then you're going to stop, and you're going to unclip the lion paw from the assembly it's a part of. We're going to do the same on this side. So we're going to rotate backwards from the front. So it could rotate forward, but you don't want to do that. You want to rotate it backwards. And then when it gets about halfway with that rotation, go ahead and pop that lion leg from its little connection port, and then continue spinning until you feel the lock engaged. The little peg fits into the little peg hole. There it is. Nice. And it made a little click noise. And now the legs are going to be hanging out below, and the part they're connected to is very sturdy and becomes part of the lion. Now, go ahead and fold out the wings a bit on either side. Don't fold out the tips of the wings. They're supposed to be shortened. And then we're going to take this back panel here, and we're going to use our fingernails to pry it up and fold it back. And then we're going to find the V-lock cannon here. And the V-lock cannon, make sure you put its cannon butt facing where the tail should be, which people say there's a tail. I haven't found a tail. I don't know what they're talking about. So if you are a YouTuber watching this video and you have a Victory Leo, if you would go in the comments below and inform me on how to pull the tail out. I tried to get the instructions out for this thing, and we unfolded them. They got a little wet because didn't realize that the instruction sheet for this wasn't a freaking manual. Oh, they told us it was going to be beautiful and wonderful, but it wasn't. It wasn't. It was just a giant piece of paper instead of a nice manual like what Lego does. Come on, Hasbro. Can't you just look at what Lego does and go, that's a good idea. I think we're going to do that as well, and give us a little book. We would have liked to have a little collector's book, but no, you just... All right, I'm going to get off that horse. We're trying to attach the V-lock cannon to this pillar-like thing on his back that was revealed when we unfolded the back panel. It's got a little 5mm port on the top of it, and it's got these little grooves on either side of it. And the idea is that this V-lock cannon is supposed to fit into those grooves and then lock into place. And there you go. The V-lock cannon in his tiger mode, or lion mode. The lion mode's arms have problems. They don't like to stand him in lion mode. He has a tendency to want to wobble and fall down, and yeah. So the grading on this transformation will be a 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5 because the legs on the front are super loose and they don't want to do anything, and you just tap him slightly and he falls on his elbow. Look at that. That's just... You're drunk, Victory Leo. Go home. No, Victory Leo, stop trying to defeat the Decepticons. You're drunk. You can't... No, Victory Leo, stop it. No, Alright, we're done with it. Okay, we're taking away your cannon. You are too drunk to operate that piece of machinery. Now, I'm going to teach you how to move it from lion mode into the freighter mode. And if you haven't figured it out by now, I am upset at the victory Leo. I'm not upset at Star Saber. Star Saber was everything I wanted. I thought everything about it was fun. But this guy's transformation leaves a bad taste in my mouth. So now we're going to fold the wings up so we can get access at these hands. And don't even bother folding the hands out of the paw area. We just need the paws. So what we're doing now is we're going to rotate this arm assembly so that the underside of the shoulder is actually facing to the underside of the wings. And then we're going to rotate the uh, arm appropriately and fold it down so that the paw is on the ground. And we're going to do the same here. Rotate it and then face it down so that the paws are on the ground. And after we've done that, go ahead and fold the wing down. Wait, first, before folding the wing down, go ahead and fold out the extra tip of the wing. We're going to do the same with this side. Fold out that tip, fold the wings down, fold the wings down. Go, then fold this assembly up, and it should connect to the wing. It's not a strong connection. I'm just gonna make sure that you understand that this is not a sturdy connection. This isn't a strong connection. It's a connection, but that's it. That is it with this guy. It is a connection, and it's not even a good one. It's kind of a shame that these parts aren't as good as I thought they would be. It is a shame. I had higher hopes for Victory Leo. I did indeed. I mean, I stuck to my guns about the hopes and the faith that they would give us an amazing transformation. But that's it. I can never get them to actually connect properly. They always will flop around on me. I've given up on trying to do it the right way because there is no right way with these back wings. These back wings will do whatever they want, and you're just going to have to live with those consequences, especially when for some reason one side of the freaking arm seems to fold up better than the other arm folds up. What is up with that? What is up with that? Why is it that you can fold better on one side than the other side? You stupid thing. That gonna be good there? Screw it. I don't care. Um, and I don't think you should care either. You're going to have this guy in this mode only once, and then you're going to plug him into the Victory Saber, and these arm things are going to be hidden. And I know it's a shame that this thing just doesn't want to click into place, but it won't click into place. And I've tried all sorts of different permutations and ways of doing it, and rotations, and all sorts of other things. It just ain't happening. It just ain't happening. This is a lost cause. And it's a shame. I mean, it would be like, you're eating the greatest bag of M&Ms in the world, and then you come across an M&M that is filled with soy milk, and you're like, soy milk ain't bad, but it ain't an M&M, and that's what it kind of this feels like. All right, that's it. We're done trying to figure out how to clip those pieces. I don't want to spend 10 minutes again in another video trying to get those clasps to clip because they just won't. All right, they say they will, and occasionally they do, and then you're like, oh my god, it clicked, like it just happened there. Maybe let's just try it over here. Let's just try one more time. We're just gonna move it around. Maybe we'll get lucky, and then we'll be like, oh my god, it clicked. And I was like, oh my god, it clicked. Okay, so there we got them both clicked into place. The legs here, we're just going to rotate them backwards. Make sure that you fold the paw back on top of itself, and if you do it wrong, it won't click. So make sure that it has that satisfying click, and then it's going to soft click back into its correct spot. We're just going to rotate this around like the same. Make sure that we've plugged that foot into place with a nice click, and then it's going to soft click back into place over there. And finally, go ahead and fold this head up area, though I don't know why you would. Make sure you folded the lion's mane stuff back into place, and then go ahead and fold up the lion's mouth actually unfold the lion's mouth all the way. So now we gotta get our thumbnail in there and unfold the top of the lion's mouth, which is the crest of the helmet that the Victory Leo is wearing, try your best not to have these little teeth on either side fall out of their sockets. Quite annoying. But once you got it, you got it. That head is facing upwards. It's tacky, I know, but it will come together nicely as soon as we plug in the V-lock cannon. And the V-lock cannon is the last bit. And honestly, with how this transformation runs, I am a little perturbed that the V-lock cannon was an additional, because if you didn't have the V-lock cannon, this is it, and it sucks. The V-lock cannon makes it suck less, but it's like spreading sugar on crushed acetaminophen to make it taste less bad. It's not going to work, really. Let's put that there. Is that right? No, it's not right. Thing didn't click into place properly. No, stop it. Click into place properly, you little... No, 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 no. Okay, that's going to go there. Okay, we're just clicking it into place where it should go in the tiger mode, lion mode. That this one is in reverse. There it goes. Finally, it clicked into place. Oh, right, we've got to click that into place too. These little bits on either side of the wings, they click down to add some integrity. Then you just go ahead and fold the lion head up to a point where it just is kind of hidden by the butt of the V-lock cannon. And that's how you transform him into his freighter mode. It leaves a lot to be desired. I mean, unless I'm supposed to do it in this side, on the underside, which I don't think so, because then the wings wouldn't have all this sculpt work that's crap on the underside of it. And it also sucks that it sits down on the underside where it feels like they got some really nice stuff going on down there, paint-wise. But that is how you transform him into freighter mode. The freighter mode transformation will also be getting, actually, we'll be getting a 3 out of 10, because, you know, at least getting him into lion mode, you did more. You collapsed the feet. There's joints in here that aren't even used. It's just, it's this is definitely tacked on, and not as much attention was spent on Victory Leo was spent on Star Saber, and you can tell with this transformation that the engineers worked very tirelessly on Star Saber and tried to work on this, but just didn't have the time or something. But this did not get this got the redheaded stepchild treatment, that's for sure. There are places where there should be doors to hide stuff, like the forearm area. I paid top quality for this guy. I would expect there to be some doors to hide the forearms and make, you know, so they're not just what they are, which is tacky. Also, how is it that that Star Saber gets landing gear, but Victory Leo doesn't? You could have easily given us some things that fold out to be landing gear, which is another. What are you doing with this guy? It's obvious this guy was just made to fulfill that one purpose of being attached to Star Saber, and that's really it. The transformation seems to be an afterthought, and it's a shame because we've seen so many good transformations this year. We've seen all sorts of good ones, but like Kickback, you know, this guy's transformation just not there. It's basically non-existent. You move a couple of parts, and they say it takes 30 steps, but not really. That's if you're counting every fold that you make in like the legs when you're folding the legs in. And it sucks me giving this grade. I really didn't want to. I really wanted to give it a better grade. I did. Its overall transformation score will be a 3.5. You know, it's got a 3 and 4, so it's 3.5. It's out of 10, and that sucks. It's going to bring down its score tremendously. And the other two modes do not have a lot to be desired, which will bring down Victory Leo's score even more. So tune in tomorrow where I'm going to cover both the freighter mode and the lion mode in depth, and we're going to talk about those. And then we're just going to bring the overall score for Victory Leo. And yeah, if you wouldn't mind, please hit that subscribe button, like it. I'm trying to get to over 500 subscribers before Christmas, or, you know, before the end of the new year, or the end of this year and the beginning of the new year. That'd be nice. It'd be a cool Christmas present for my viewers to give me. I'd really appreciate it. I'd give you 2 thumbs up. Big thumbs up. Uh, have a great day. Merry Christmas. Bye bye for now.